Throughout the year, we've taken a look at some films from the Canon Group, and with it being Musical March in September, you better believe there's a Canon film with some music in it.
Magic apple, mystery apple.
No, not the apple. We already did that, the first Musical March in September. Today we're talking about the 1984 dance flick, Breakin'. I'll bet it's about the mashed potato. Riding the wave of the breakdancing phenomenon in the 80s, producer Menachem Golan was very keen on getting a breakdancing motion picture out in theaters, and better yet, getting it out before the rival breakdancing film Beat Street, which was released by Orion. Gentlemen, please, in a matter of months, you'll both be dated! This film took inspiration from the 1983 documentary Breakin' and Entering, which features some of the same performers. I guess the difference between dancing and a crime is a fucking apostrophe. Breakin' is the riveting story of a girl who wants to be a street dancer. That's pretty much it. And it's bound to have a lot of dancing in it. You call that a breakdancing lion? You know, it's a Canon film as soon as the logo begins to fuck itself. Can I watch one movie without some punks spraying graffiti over it? And how come I can never set my cans of spray paint to the Cheers font? I always wanted to see the Warriors crossed with the opening credits to In Living Color. The hell music are they dancing to? Look, it was a different time in the 80s. We really would dance to just about anything. He's doing the dance move known as Creeper from Dolomite. Impressive, I must say. You're all late for school! The secret ingredient to the breakdancer, coffee. Lucinda Dickey stars as Kelly, a waitress and out-of-work dancer. But at least she's in school for slapstick. Kelly may be tired, but she desperately wants to be a famous dancer.
I'm pushing 20, you know.
Have you thought about a second career?
Never. I'll die on my toes.
Dancing or working here?
Actually, she's referring to her role in Ninja 3, The Domination. There's a lot of dying in that. I'd listen to what they're saying, but I'm distracted by creepy manager erotic window cleaning. No time for waiting tables. There's a dance class to attend. Is it really appropriate that we're seeing her staying alive audition tape? Though this heightens the chance of there being a Frank Stallone cameo. Actually, they're trying out for Out of Africa. They really did need dance training for everything in the 80s.
Still gotta learn to relax, though.
I'll work at it.
Loosen up. Let the music caress you.
And also, every dance instructor wanted to fuck you. Kelly at least has the love and support of her best friend Adam.
Did Mommy forget to pick you up again?
Cute, Kelly. Some people love you for your body. Me, it's your charming wit.
I bet he's her love interest. Back then, they made sure you knew a character was gay by giving them a pink towel. And where are they off to? More dancing? This is actually a protest against nuclear weapons. You have to read between the poppin' locks. Somewhere the Terminator is gonna show up and destroy all of them to prevent Dancin' It's On from happening. Soon enough, Kelly joins in. You're all gonna become strippers. Okay, what the hell? There's disapproving rivals. Their rivals are electro rock made up of Poppin' Pete, Poppin' Taco, and Lollipop. Pop Goes the Weasel got a little caught up in a Foghorn Leghorn cartoon. The winner of this dance-off gets to become a rapist in one of Canon's Death Wish films. Here Kelly meets Ozone and Turbo, played by Shabba-Doo and Boogaloo Shrimp. They're also fantastic Hawaiian cantinas. These are quite the names.
What kind of names are Ozone and Turbo?
The kind of names that only few people are allowed to call us by.
Well, it sounds better than their full names, Turbovitz and Ozenstein. They give her the name Special K because she's lightly toasted and made from rice. I wonder what the next scene is gonna be. I should have known this spandex porn would have a lot of dancing. They've just come back from harassing Jan Michael Vincent in Defiance. I'm having trouble following this.
Hey, that dancing's fresh.
It's what?
It's bad! Woo!
Why do I feel like I'm watching a Ninja Turtles movie where the only difference is they're out of costume? This does not sit well with dance instructor Franco, who looks more like someone's dad named Frank. Regardless, he kicks them the fuck out.
Don't worry about it. They ain't nothing.
You know, if we put them on the streets, we'd burn them.
I don't understand your dancing lingo. You shouldn't go around setting people on fire. But does Kelly have a little thing going on with Franco?
You know, I may seem tough sometimes.
Like hell! He's trying to impress her with his new dance, only he's praying she doesn't realize he accidentally shit his pants. Their dancing is so extreme they fucking clone themselves. He's oozing sex appeal right out of his armpits. How could this not end up in a steamy sex scene?
What are you doing? Franco, stop!
Oh, right, because he looks like her creepy uncle. Maybe Ozone and Turbo are having a more interesting night. Then he tries making out with the broom, which also rejects him. You're right, movie. This is the result of too much beer and wine. A good Shasta will calm these moves down, or make them more powerful. They could do magic? What the fuck? Yeah, you guys can roll up on him if you want, but he's a fucking wizard. Not that there's any actual fighting so far.
I think I hear your mama calling you. You don't like what you see? Yeah, what dude's gonna put you under? Yeah, you're looking at death, man.
You have to put a bag over that face to hide the shame.
This is the weirdest foreplay I've ever seen, and I've seen aliens fuck. One block over, Morris Day is threatening the kid.
Hey, well, if those dudes come Friday, and they cross that line, we're gonna cut them.
Again, I don't know what that means. Why are you planning on chopping them up with a machete? Good. More dancing.
We're wasting our time, man.
Yes, you should give this up and move right along to the lambada. Ozone has a secret ingredient, though, a good cigarette. This will keep their dance moves on high alert. Oh, just make out already! Kelly is back to her job of being Danny Noonan's girlfriend and dealing with the stupid manager.
I'm just ready for a change. I feel my life getting stale.
Stale? Like that hamburger if the customer doesn't get it.
Were you standing there for several minutes waiting for her to say the word stale? Kelly has an interview with Agent Christopher McDonald, the goose from Grease 2? Is it now Musical March in September with special guest Christopher McDonald? Although it could be Lucinda Dickey month as well. She was also in Grease 2 as a greaser babe. God, everyone was rocking the Joe Piscopo look in the 80s. She gets an audition where she performs her dance interpretation of the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Thank you, Miss Bennett. You were excellent. Unfortunately, the part calls for a tall blonde.
Why didn't you tell her that before she started dancing? So that didn't go well, but her agent James can still ask her out.
Let me treat you to dinner tonight.
Well, I already have plans. I promised some friends I'd go watch them dance.
And if it isn't tonight, when would you ever possibly see your friends dance again? Although this dance night is a special occasion.
People came to party and you want to do it right. You got to rock and shock this spot.
Holy shit, it's Snapple! Careful with these early movie appearances. I'm still not over seeing Jean-Claude Van Damme in the background earlier. God, there's so much dancing here that I wish they'd get served by taking a breather. And their dicks make noise. This is like watching a kung fu movie where everyone is a germaphobe. It's like seeing the characters of the Fast and the Furious before they took driving lessons. Unfortunately, they lost this dance-off, I guess. And they want to get the place clean before Kelly comes over. Quick, hide your, pink bottle of ketchup? Is that supposed to tell me the condiments are gay? And make sure you don't say anything weird.
They were just watching the girl, not the dancing. It was just a cheap shot.
Well, I'd burn any girl that put her face in front of me.
Stop setting women on fire! They figure they lost the previous dance-off since the other team had a girl member, so now they want to train Kelly to be part of their group.
Man, now I know we're in trouble.
Right? You expect to win a dance competition with that line delivery? He's got to work out the knots in his neck first. As long as everyone focuses in on their crotches, they're sure to win. Oh no, she spilled his ketchup on her white pants. These moves are interrupting Adam's very important call with the president. Remember, to be a good breakdancer, you need to require 100 costume changes. And now they celebrate by getting orange mocha frappuccinos. Just kidding, empty cups of RC for the whole table. That is, if the rednecks don't mind.
More like freaks to me.
Looks like their mama never taught them how to dress.
Hey, don't listen to him.
Shouldn't you guys be harassing Chuck Norris in another canon film? Can't say I was expecting the Jason Statham movie Homefront to happen, but there you go. That's how they spent their day.
Well, can't say it was dull.
Said every review of Breakin. But James isn't too keen on Kelly wanting to be a street dancer.
You've got to think about your future. We're building a career. You can't make a living dancing in the street.
But Martha and the Vandellas proved you can at least sing about it. She wants James to help her and her group get a stage appearance, but first he's got to see them perform.
You want me to put you and your street dancing friends on the same stage as trained professional dancers?
Does it matter? I won't know who any of them are anyway. Now I'm anxiously awaiting an ELO soundtrack to make Olivia Newton-John and her muses pop out of the walls. But first, trash talk.
Yeah, you back for more fool? Yeah, wearing rags like that, I hope you'll be able to back it up.
I feel like I'm watching a movie about the background people in Street Fighter 2. James and Pat Bena hardly show up, so now he can see their moves for himself.
James came to watch us dance.
I don't dance for anybody but myself.
And the hundreds of people watching you. Ooh, sweet, now they got a Japanese member on their team. Let's show them what they're made of.
Hip hopping.
Ooh, someone pour water on them so they'll start sparking. I keep waiting for Robert Ginty's exterminator to break up this party with a blowtorch. Want to know what this dance is about? Sex faces. Really, really awkward sex faces. And foot moves. Your floor needs waxed. You know, when he vomits, that's just gonna melt right into those hardwood floors. The reason I'm being so snarky is that I'm incredibly jealous that I can't do any of this shit.
That's good.
I take that back. I could easily play Christopher McDonald's character. That's good. This is hands down the best bar mitzvah I've ever seen. And then Jimmy Fallon comes on stage to thank them all for being on the show. Kelly pisses off Ozone, though, by daring to leave with the person she came there with. He's just upset because he hasn't cleaned his earwax out yet. But Kelly has some great news.
He told me about this big dance contest, and there's going to be judges from all over the country there. It's really big.
Okay, chill out. He got you a spot on Dancing with the Stars. That's not a good thing. But Ozone wants nothing to do with Kelly and her happiness.
If those dudes want to see us dance, have them come down here. Or maybe they're afraid of getting raped or mugged.
In their defense, they just saw Savage Streets.
I mean, this could be a really big break for us. Who knows what it could lead to?
I don't care!
And you're making her nervous with your crazy fucking eyes. So Kelly goes to James's gathering to meet new people and to dress in Susan Day's LA Law wardrobe. This is going to be more hilarious than the Three Stooges waiting tables at a gentleman's convention.
Yeah, some one of those guys that,
He's one of those young men that spins around on his head.
Give the ladies a break. They stopped using racial slurs. But oh no, Kelly's former principal is there.
But in the real dance world, against a disciplined art form, they're gonna make fools of themselves.
You calling me a fool, man?
You're dressed like Leather Bar Zorro. While Kelly feels that Franco was being rude, she at least wants him to autograph her staying alive photo. And that's all she got out of attending that staying alive class. I feel James is summing up exactly how I feel watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for someone to set someone else on fire. What? He mentioned burning earlier. Now Turbo is teaching the neighborhood kids the move known as the horny flasher. At least they were smart enough to put down cardboard. It only took pissing themselves 5 times to do that. Off screen, there's a neighbor who finally has a morning off and just wants to sleep. Kelly is looking for Ozone, who is busy enjoying some beach reflection.
Hi.
What do you want?
Well, it's those boots. I hate to break it to you, but you're not pulling them off. There is something I'm noticing about Ozone.
You don't know nothing about me. Your friends are all phonies, man. They're just like you.
He's an asshole! Seriously, he treats her far worse than Franco did. This guy treats her like shit. Hell, he's even jealous of her agent James, a character who is a million times nicer to her than Ozone. He breaks up his condescending lecture to take her to see some real dancing. That settles that then. To win the competition, we need to break our legs. In 1984, this is how we walked to the mall. It was a way to find loose change on the ground before we got to the arcade. And look, James has even gotten them a dance hall.
Thanks. God, it's so nice to be in a real studio again.
Am I missing something?
Yeah, the movie went 2 minutes without you being an asshole. God forbid. Alright guys, one of these mirrors is bound to lead to a magical fairyland. We're now in full montage mode. Remember when West Side Story was back? I hear they changed the name of it to Romeo and Juliet. While they're dancing, we frequently cut back to Christopher McDonald desperately trying to get that role in Riptide. This montage is brought to you by Reebok. This movie is so low budget it couldn't even afford a real worm or a fucking boat. While James breaks his neck trying to score them auditions, Franco has stopped all casting directors from seeing Kelly and her group.
Phony, narrow-minded stuffed shirts.
Language! Since no casting director wants to see people in street clothes, there's only one way for them to get in. They perform a number from At Long Last Love? Now they can dance the shit out of this. But uh-oh, the sheriff of Facadingham is there, and again it keeps them from auditioning.
I'm very much afraid they won't be able to dance for us.
And why not?
Because I hate Christmas! So they decide to dance anyway. Good thing they were already wearing rip-away tuxedos. And this comes with old people commentary.
Stop right this minute. This nonsense. Jim! Oh, God, there's more of them.
Great, they've simulated the feeling of taking your grandparents to see Breakin. But the casting director seems to be warming up to their moves.
Maybe.
The other one needs to look at the camera before she decides what to think. Not even Franco can silence these beats.
All right, stop this nonsense. Go away.
Do you mind? Old pervs are trying to check out Lucinda Dickey's ass. Everyone's audition is better when it involves film editing and looking at a camera that shouldn't even be there. Good job! Now go to the market and buy me the fattest goose in all London! The audition was a success, making them headliners for a new show called Street Jazz. I bet I know what that is. That's right, finally a stage version of Driller, a sexual thriller. Street Jazz appears to be about dancing in front of cars from the N64 and creating kids in trash cans that aren't the garbage pail kids. It's a good, hard look at the world of cats if they all shaved their fur. And Satan's Alley was such a hit on Broadway, it's natural a bunch of rip-offs would pop up. And say what you will about Ghostbusters the musical, but Gozer is hot! Boy, this really puts anything but jazz in street jazz. And then in their next performance, they all get replaced by puppets. Well, great, you broke the movie. So, do they have a climactic dance-off against their rivals Electro Rock? Does James express his true feelings for Kelly? Or does Kelly end up with D-Bag Ozone? Nope, none of that happens. But we do get a story song about the movie we just watched.
So now you know breaking can't be beat. It's the sound, the culture, the style of the street. It's a feeling that's possessed by our city's youth. Cause they have true talent and now you've seen proof.
It's a quick movie meant to capitalize on a dance craze. Let's not get carried away here. The movie fills up its last 5 minutes by YouTube pooping itself. But not before teasing the sequel, sure to be the dance sensation of tomorrow. If by tomorrow you mean 30 years ago. Yeah, take that movie. Time exists. But it makes sense a sequel would be rushed into production. Breakin was an instant box office success, bringing in $38 million against a $1 million budget. The film is also notable for being the final canon film to be released by MGM, largely due to the X-rated material in John Derek's Bolero. Damn it, John Derek, you also had to ruin breakdancing for canon! The soundtrack is even notable for being the first album performance from Ice-T. But could this wave of breakdancing movie success transfer over to the 1985 sequel, Breakin' 2, fake subtitle for every sequel movie joke ever? Oh, we shall see.
Man, I should have got her number. Look at it.